This is going to be a great video. So, I have cleaned up my diet. I've lost almost 12 pounds in 32 days. Really getting my food straight. And you know, there's this whole thing with like, when you get your food straight, like then other things straighten up. You get into like, you know, it's like you clean up your food and then all these other things you want to clean up. Like, I want to clean the car. We got to get a new lawnmower. We got, you know, whatever it is. We got to go up in the attic. We got to move this. I got to find that. I got to get the label this. Well, I'll tell you. So the story really started big time a few months ago, and this ends up with a big in the lost column, a big L, unfortunately. A friend of mine that did a record here, a couple of like singles, and you know, maybe I don't know, 7 years ago, like when I first kind of moved here to Nashville. And he hit me up about 4 months ago, and he's like, "Hey, you know, I'm thinking about like getting back into like working on music, and do you still have the record?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course." That started it, the journey. And the thing is, I'm a meticulous person. Like, I keep everything. I have redundance of backups of redundance of backups, and it started me on this journey that just ended like 2 minutes before I started this video. And unfortunately, I cannot find his record. It kills me. But at one point, I had a number of hard drives kind of have issues, and I'm not into putting this stuff on the cloud. So this is it. I won't go through. I won't. I learned my lesson, and I went through this actually about 15 years ago, maybe like 2006 or 7. We just had a rash. What happened was we plugged in a bunch of old G drives with the wrong power supplies and fried them all. Oh my God. Luckily, I have backup of backup of backup. But anyway, so what I did is I have a tub in the attic with every hard drive from like 2003, maybe 2002. Some of them are early FireWire 400s, some are FireWire 800s, some are USB, all the way up to, you know, I have Thunderbolt drives now with newer things. You know, I get all these little Samsung T5s and T7s. So I said, you know what I'm going to do? And I don't know if you could, I don't want to lift them up, but I got these two of them, these 10 terabyte USB drives. And I backed everything up. So if you see here, James, 10 terabyte number 1. This is like every main thing I've worked on over the last 20 years. And a lot of these are big things within folders, right? You know, there's a bunch of things. But this is everything. And it's about it's like 6.5 terabytes. And yeah, it's like a walk down memory lane. So if people call me and say, "Hey, you have this or that?" I'm like, you know what? I do. So there it is. So then what I did was I bought a second one and I made a copy. So now I've got 2 of them. Plus I still have all those drives that are, you know, all those FireWire 400. They're still in the tub up in the attic now. They've all been, you know, backed up. The right power supplies are with the right. Everything's labeled. I did disk utilities. So those are in relatively decent shape. The hard part of this, which I talked about in the last video, is that the only thing that I have that has a FireWire port is my wife's old MacBook Pro, probably 13 years old, and it's almost dead. It barely runs. The trackpad barely works. So I was basically back. I was like, I was taking like terabytes of stuff off of FireWire 400 drives through this dead computer and putting it on these cheaper, you know, these little USB drives, these 10 terabyte. You know, they're nice, but, you know, it's not like I'm not going Thunderbolt to Thunderbolt and, you know. Anyway, so this started Monday, and it is Saturday, and it's done. So it took me 5-6 days to do this. It's just wrapped up. So this is it. So now people call me And it's like I don't have to go up in the attic because it's like if it's not here, I don't have it. This is everything. Like all these records from L.A. and Nashville, and it's just crazy. Sweet Revenge. This was such a great record. Escape was the tune. Charles Ruggiero on drums. See if I remember it. 08. Monica was her name. It's nice. I'd probably make the vocals louder now, but I think she liked them more tucked in. Look at bus compressor settings. Oh, Busboy. Oh yeah, that was like an SSL, like a little knockoff. It was nice though. The Busboy sounded better than the bus compressor in my SSL console. Look at that TLM 49. Blue, that's an A Designs blue. 1176 4-1. Look at that with 1176 settings. Yeah. So I am a meticulous person, but anyway. Svetlana. Oh my God. Yeah. She was from Russia. So, it's kind of weird to look at all this. But, so they're done. So, that's it. So I can now go, boom, take these two, remove them. I did disk utilities on them. They are perfect. Number 1 is going to stay here in the studio. Number 2 is going to go in the house in a safe. I have a safe with hard drives. That's drilled into the ground. Now, the next drive. My Music All. This is everything that is mine. And I have to go through probably and clean it up. There's probably a lot of redundant. I just started dumping everything in there. These are all different bands I was in. Broadway, this is like probably all the charts. Yeah, there's like 40 million charts. I have every chart for Broadway here in Nashville. It's like 2,500 charts. Bitchin' Band. This was, like lyrics for Faith. Yeah, well, I guess I'm going to be nice if I could touch it. But that was a band we did. We went and played the high school where John Cougar Mellencamp went on their 30th anniversary in Indiana. But there it is. So all this stuff. And in here we've got, where is me? See, I've got to kind of go through this. James Lugo All, HBU means home backup. And we go here, and these are like all my old sessions. All Roads Lead to You, Amsterdam. It's got everything. Rely On. Doesn't have On and On. On and On's probably On and On. That's in a bunch of different locations. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. So On and On. Yeah. See, I've got it all here. Mix template. So let's see where bass reamp. Raleigh songs, right? So that was so that's how you kind of Raleigh songs. On and On, yeah. November. Mix 1, Mix 4 for mix template. So I don't know if that's the most recent. I gotta look at that. That may have been the one that I did the video 3 years ago. Yeah, this is probably it, right? Because prior to that, I didn't have 92 BPM. Export. Yeah, I don't know where the mix is. I don't know. I gotta go through this, but you get the gist of it. Yeah, no, this is vocals done. Where would the mix? Yeah, I don't know. Raleigh songs. Let's go on and on. Try one more thing. Hold on. On and on. This folder now has everything, and it needs to be organized. Yeah, see, this is all vocal backup. This is all Raleigh songs, but I think that it's somewhere else too. On and On mix 2000. James Lugo Music Backup. James Lugo Music Backup. Give me 1 second. James Lugo Music backup, which may be in something else. James Lugo Music backup. And there it is. Mix. Yeah, there it is. And then there will be, yeah, Mix 2019. Here it is. Yeah, there it is. I know you're scared of me, but I am torn apart. Feel my pain. You know what's amazing? Vocal coaches still don't get that. They still don't get that. I was watching a video with a guy, you know, like a kind of a regular old pop coach, and he was taking guys through the exercises, and he was letting them get super heady up there and telling them that's how you do it. And I don't understand why that is still in the world, because nobody really, most people that make a living singing don't get super heady up there. You know, rock, pop, country, it doesn't matter. So anyway, there you go. So what I'm going to do is, and I had two 1 terabyte drives that I was trying to configure as a single backup drive for this My Music All. And it's not, I ended up blowing them out. So now I have like two nice 1 terabyte drives that are empty, formatted, ready to go. I ordered another 2 terabyte drive. I mean, these T7 Samsungs are $99. Keep it simple. So that one's coming in today. So what I want to do is clean up this session or this folder to the best of my ability, and then I'm going to drag it all over to that. And there's a reason why. So going back to this, getting my food clean and getting this clean, because about 2 years ago I took everything off the internet that I had, except for all my songs are on SoundCloud. I closed out everything from TuneCore. I got everything off of Spotify because they were all different versions, and I had, remixed things, or they were all in different, like, I thought, you know what? I just want to take every single song that I've done from like Jump Street to now, release it all as a single name of a record, and then people can listen to it or download a single song or get the whole thing, whatever they want. But because I want to let it go, because I want to start new music, but I have to let this go. So in here, which I think I threw it in here, I should have, it was my songs for TuneCore. Does everybody see that? And there it is. There are 25 songs. I think I'd added another folder in here. Yeah, there's a picks folder. Let me put that in there. Boom. So, and then I went and cleaned up my, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I've cleaned up my, my TuneCore account, went in, and started to set up an album, and I got to figure out a name. We did a little thing on Facebook, and a lot of people had ideas for names, and a lot of them were really good. Patricia Roden. I don't know. I'll call her back. I don't know who she is. But, yeah, there you go. So I'm going to upload all this. So a part of this, again, going back to this whole thing, is that I want to put closure to this. And then I want to start new stuff, because in my sessions drive for this computer, I opened this up yesterday. James Lugo Music 2024. And when you open it, James Lugo instrumentals. Those are the instrumentals that I've been working on, Alpha and when 6 was 7 or when 7 was 6. Yeah. Whew. Okay. So that's all that's in there. But what I want to do is continue on these instrumentals, kind of like licensing cues. but stop getting involved with licensing companies that are whack. You know, I mean, it's like, come on, man. Let's get some action going on. I want to see some asses wiggling. I want perfection. Ow! I need a drink, right? What movie? What movie? So that's what today is going to be, is clean up this My Music All. The drive comes in tonight. Back everything up. Put everything in the safe. Put everything where it goes. And move on. If you have any ideas for a name for this 25 song, and some of these are like, some of these are old, like 4-tracky. A couple of them, like, some I didn't put in there, you know, are like, this is like a drum machine. I mean, it's all different. Sandy, this was such a, I love, when I wrote this, I thought, I've hit it, you know, I'm Zeppelin. Yeah, that's, so that's, it's a whole array, you know. I went through all kinds of, went through all different phases, you know, falling down a hole. Amsterdam. To Amsterdam, across the Rhone, man, oh man, spending a month in Amsterdam was life-changing. Yeah, so anyway, if you have ideas, it's going down. Hopefully by the end of next week, I'll have this whole thing uploaded and you guys can listen to it on Apple Music or Spotify or whatever. You don't have to spend any money or buy it. I guess you can just listen to it. I don't know how that works, but anyway. Or you can buy it and donate to my channel so I can keep making this great content. Here are the 5 ways to help me make content. That's the other thing, you know. Thumbs up or thumbs down. And YouTube. I'm trying to not be negative. Peace. Oh, yeah, so give me a name. What are you thinking for the best of everything up to now? My buddy Alan put up So Far. I kind of liked that one. That was kind of cool. There was a bunch of good ones, though. But what do you think? Peace.